Everything's recording. Whew, man, it's been a minute. Who's the man? Melloman. What is going on, people? We're here. We're back. I know we're gonna need to get back to Iron Man. I know I got some explaining to do, people. Before I do explaining for that, I need to break this down, people, because this is y'all. Some of y'all are gonna get an epiphany from this. Y'all might be wondering, who is this guy? Who is this goofy looking dude on the screen over here? Not right here. That over here. Who's this goofy dude? I'm gonna explain, people. He may look goofy, but he spits some gems. And today we're gonna break down one of the gems that this man spits. I don't typically do this, people, but I needed to do this prior to moving forward so I can explain something to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let me do this. Let me cook for a second, people. Let me cook. Okay. So, and like I said, apologies in advance, people. Your boy's got to get more. I got to get more privy to some of these things that I'm trying to do with, like these kind of if I need to borrow a clip for this scene, for this video, people, I needed to borrow a clip, but the clip was weird. It wouldn't let me like display it. And so, long story short, I have the audio for it, but I can't put out the video. And so I'm just going to have the dude's face here. This dude, if y'all don't know, let me stop saying this dude. Let me stop disrespecting him. His name is Mike Guy. He is from a popular series referred to as Naruto, or called Naruto. Mike Guy is a dude that has certain principles, rules that he follows. He's just a upstanding dude, right? The main principle behind him is called one's own rule, and that's what we're gonna elaborate on today. So, without further ado, let me let the now that I've set the backstory, this is the only other piece of information you need to know. My guy has one's own rule. You follow your own rule or belief. Yeah, he'll explain it more in detail. Here in this little clip I'm gonna show, he had a challenge, or he gave himself a challenge to play this other dude at a game of rock, paper, scissors. Long story short, he lost, and we're seeing the results of that. That's what we're picking up. Okay. Let me stop talking and let Guy Sensei explain it best. Hopefully y'all can hear this audio. Let me see. Yeah, y'all can hear it. Y'all can hear this.
500, as promised.
Ugh. So he lost the challenge. He lost the challenge of rock, paper, scissors. His consequence is to do 500 push-ups, or 500 laps around the village, on his hands, people. So right now he's struggling going through the village. I'll try to explain it because this, like I said, this picture. So what y'all are hearing right there, he's struggling to, like, he's having to walk around the village on his hands. So, you got in the background, you hear like people laughing, like some of these nobodies I shouldn't say nobody. Some of these people that are unaware in the village, they're laughing, saying like, oh, what is this dude doing, like crawling around on his hands? And he's, just focused on like, man, like this is nothing. Like I just gotta, what I'm saying? I just gotta keep going with it. Just to set the backstory for y'all. Like I said, it'd be better with the clip, but we're working within our means, people.
If I lose, I'll take 500 laps around the Leaf Village on my hands, too. That's a promise.
That's a promise, boy. That's my word.
This is nothing.
See? Mental. This is nothing. This is simple to me.
Lee, what are you doing out here so late?
Okay, let me explain this. So as he's doing his 500 laps, he runs into his pupil. His pupil's name is Rock Lee. That's my favorite character from the series. His pupil Rock Lee notices him. He in fact notices him doing the 500 laps around the village, and he sees people like laughing and whatnot. And he's like, man, like what's up with my sensei? Why does he do these kind of things to himself and make himself look like a fool, quote unquote, right? He runs into him, and now he's about to like basically confront him about it. Let's listen.
What about you? It is not like Kakashi Sensei is out here to see this.
That's who we lost to.
Anyone else for that matter.
That's who we lost to, Kakashi.
When a man struck trots around like a peacock, acting like Mr. Big Stuff. He should keep his promises, even if it kills him. That's a promise. What is it?
Why do you do this? Every time you're about to start something, you make up these crazy rules.
Y'all peep that chuckle? Y'all peep how he responded to that? He said, why do you always make up these crazy rules? He just starts chuckling like, it's funny that you see it that way. Okay, I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let him cook.
Now that's an excellent question, Lee. I've got to hand it to you, son. You always get right to the point. Okay, I'll tell you. But remember, this is just between you and me.
All right, peep game, people. Peep game.
What is it?
All right.
Hone in here. Hone in.
A ninja's self-rule is the key. The key to victory.
How'd that work? How is it the key to victory? How is that?
Self-rule?
Self-rule.
Listen, Lee. The point of all these rules is to stack the deck against yourself. Each and every time you set your sights on a new objective.
Okay.
It's about giving yourself an obstacle.
It's about giving yourself an obstacle. I know I'm interrupting people. I'm gonna let them go. It's about giving yourself an obstacle. You want to stack the deck against yourself. In life, people, life isn't necessarily, well, life is going to challenge you for sure. But life isn't necessarily going to challenge you to the extent that you need to be challenged. Sometimes you need to create a challenge for yourself within yourself in order to reach that next level that you can get to. Life is going to challenge you. Don't get me wrong. It's going to challenge you all the time, countless times. But there are times where you need to challenge yourself even beyond what you're already being challenged because you can go to a greater level. That's what he's explaining here. And he's going to break down why you want to do that.
Instead of seeing it as 500 laps of punishment for losing, I see it as the path of beating Kakashi the next time. By leaping that hurdle, it'll be that much easier to achieve my next goal.
Oh, I see.
Take today. By chaining myself to those 500 laps, I force myself to take something as trivial as a game of rock, paper, scissors with an almost deadly seriousness.
Forced urgency. Y'all see what he's basically saying there? Forced urgency. Because he gave himself that consequence of, hey, if I lose this, this is what my consequence will be. Now he's like, I really got to lock in and make sure I get this done. He lessens his margin for error. Or like I said, he forces the urgency. If I don't do this, I am bound by my word to commit myself to this consequence that I gave myself. So I now have to make sure that I win this, or I take seriousness in this. I'm not saying you're going to win every time, but he's going to explain what happens, what not. He's going to explain why it's not a guarantee that you're going to win every time with this, or what's the benefit of it. Go ahead, guy.
That's the first benefit. And besides, even if you lose, I still have put in several hundred laps around the village. If you want to toughen up, it's the ultimate two-step program.
That is brilliant.
All right, I still have a little more left. Upsy-daisy.
See, he didn't even hesitate from it. Say, hey, man, looks like I still got some more to do. Let's get back to it. I love that.
Coming too. I have my own rule to follow.
Hey, be careful. Don't push yourself, Lee.
If I cannot keep up with you, Guy Sensei, that means I just have to push myself even harder. I want to be like you, Sensei, and as long as I keep at it, I am sure to be a splendid ninja someday. That is a promise.
Right. Well, in that case, I'm adding a new rule. If you aren't able to keep up with me for the rest of my laps around the village, I'll put every last ounce of my being into training you. If I train you with all my soul, there's no question you'll become a splendid ninja.
The self-rule.
That's a promise.
And that's essentially the end of it there, people. So, breakdown. Let me pull this up right quick, people. There's a article that I found that talks more about this self-rule, kind of breaks it down. I'll give the shout outs, but I'll explain it to y'all. Let me see. I need to go. My fault. Give me one moment, y'all. One moment. There it is. Okay. So, One other thing I need. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So the author for this, or the author, they don't really have their name listed. It just says staff reporter. But this was in April 1st, 2015, so about a couple years back. But basically, using a self rule to succeed, and this is from the Sunflower, I guess is the name of the journal article. Anyway. Um, there was basically a dude that was introduced to this concept over spring break, and this was the same concept we just saw, the one zone rule, right? Right. Look, the self rule is a concept that was created in the popular Japanese cartoon series Naruto. There's a character, shares a striking resemblance to Bruce Lee, named Might Guy. Is a high intensity fitness junkie that loves competing. Let me get to the main thing. These are the main two paragraphs here that I wanted to cover. To ensure success in the long run, regardless of losing or winning in the moment, Guy created a self-rule for himself. So my man created a self-rule. The self-rule was stating, by making a commitment to stand behind his word no matter the consequences, it would only lead to growth. So basically, whenever I set a rule, that is like law, basically. If I say that this is the consequence for not doing this, that's what becomes the consequence. That's what I have to abide by. By doing this, the penalty for failing and completing usually has a catch, which is what he says here. The severe penalty that lies on the other side of the rule is intended to sharpen your focus on the task at hand. Giving yourself an obstacle or giving yourself that challenge helps you to focus in on the thing that you have at hand is. You can give yourself an example, people, with anything. In fact, they go to the example right here. For example, this is the one. This is the example we just witnessed, people. There was a case in which Guy imposed his self-rule before a game of rock, paper, scissors. Should Guy lose in a simple game of rock, paper, scissors, he would do 500 laps on his hands around his village. Let me ask you a question. Would you want to do 500? Would you consider doing 500 laps around your city? Okay, for those of you who responded with "that's no problem" or "yeah" or something like y'all that would be no problem for you. Respect to you. I need to get on your level. Me, I'm not willing to do 500 laps around my city on my hands. Not yet to that level. So I would look at that as a pretty severe consequence. And so when I'm playing even something like a game of rock, paper, scissors, I'm gonna really lock in like, bruh, I can't afford to lose this game of rock, paper, scissors because I have to do that challenge if I lose. And I do not want to do that. So going back here, just to finish up this little excerpt. Should Guy lose in a simple game of rock, paper, scissors, he would do 500 laps on his hands around his village. Yes, 500 laps on his hands. Y'all aren't peeping that. On his hands, though. On his hands. 500 laps? I don't know who's trying to do 500 laps on their feet. On his hands? When asked what was the purpose of such an extreme rule, Guy explained by holding himself to such a high standard, even in failure, ensures that he is always becoming better than the trainer he was yesterday. Then he kind of goes on to talk about his son, which is Rock Lee, but Rock Lee's not his son, so he's a little off there. Anyway, that was the main basis of what I wanted to get from that clip, or what I wanted to get from that. And so we could put Rock Lee or Mike Guy back in front. What's my takeaway here, people? Why did I show this video? What's the point of it? Melloman. Most of y'all are probably like, Melloman, bro. Where's the Iron Man at? Where you been at? Put up the Iron Man. The reason these past couple weeks, people, I've been I know, and I'm not even gonna say the past couple weeks. The rest of all my life, right, and everyone's lives, there's a whole bunch of like things going on and been things going on. Presently where I'm at, I've been having, I feel like, more things going on than normal than I normally have. More things going on than I normally have been having going on. And for some people, that might not even phase them. It might not affect them. For me, it's been having an effect, or it's been slowing me down. So I have always kind of peeped this philosophy of like the one zone rule. And I had heard it time and time again. Melloman, you're rambling. You need to close this video out. Long story short, people, I want to try to impose some form of this rule into and incorporate it into like my into not really the channel, but like into my everyday life, right? And so like what I want to try to do is I really want to try to incorporate this one zone rule philosophy on like my uploading and things like that, to where like I give myself that challenge to um get like a video done or get something done, and have this consequence or this thing to hold myself to, a standard to hold myself to make sure that I get it done. And as the drawback, or not drawback, but as the kind of accountability part of it, or thing to hold myself to that, whenever I'll give myself the consequence, and if I'm not able to achieve it, I would like to, at least for the video that I do put up, um, have show myself doing that consequence. Let me explain that a little more, because I worded that terribly. Essentially, like, let's say I give myself the challenge. I say, okay, this week I want to upload. Um, I know I'm gonna stick to a routine schedule, but let's say this week I want to upload a special additional 2 episodes for some content, for something, for some kind of special. If I don't do that, and I'll say it on that video, or maybe that week, in that week's set of videos, I'll say that if I don't do this, I owe. Let me be careful what I say, man. I owe. Look. I'm starting down here, people. I gotta start. I gotta start here and gradually rise my way up. I'm not on guys level yet, but I'll say like I owe 100 push-ups. Um, within let me see. I owe 100 push-ups in 4 sets of 25. There you go. Because I got to be realistic, people. If I try to do 100 straight, y'all just going to see me. Trust me, that's going to be the sloppiest, nastiest, most disgusting, terrible form 100 push-ups y'all have ever seen. But 25, I can give 20. 25 is going to challenge me for sure, especially when it gets to the latter 25. But I can give y'all 25, or a set of 100 in increments of 25. So that would be, for example, like a challenge that I could give myself. It don't have to be push-ups. It could be like other things, but just a consequence that's like a severe consequence. 100 push-ups, and I'll add on to that too. Like, it'd be 100 push-ups like within a time limit. It ain't like, oh yeah, you could just got like 2 weeks to do 100 push-ups. Nah. It's like you got to do 100 push-ups like maybe like within like 30 minutes. Well, yeah, like something like that. Within 30 minutes, you got to do 100 push-ups in sets of 25 or increments of 25. Um, Something like that. Anyway, that was the point, people, or that's the main takeaway that I was getting here. I know I haven't been uploading. Trust me, I know. The content, all these things. I was trying to add more onto this and really make this like, I was trying to do another thing within this, but I need to get better at these things with files, man. I'm trying to transfer certain files, like video files, so I can get certain things to come up, and everything like is making sense in my head, like how I want things to like flow and how things should like look, how videos are gonna come together, files are gonna come together. But I get on here and put them on my computer, and it's like run into issues with stuff not being formatted correctly. Like I said, video's not displaying. It's just, and if I could just dig into more time to troubleshoot, essentially, I know I could get that stuff, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna end it there. Like I said, this is getting close to 30 minutes, which it wasn't even supposed to be nowhere near. It was supposed to be like a little 10-minute thing. My fault if I was talking y'all ears off for all this time. All this to say, Melloman, try to, if you can, put some music in while I'm talking and saying this. I didn't even think to, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for y'all that have been patiently patiently waiting for my return. I hate to even say return, bro. Like, it's not even, I don't need to like glamorize it up or nothing like that. Like, I've been here, bro. I've been here. I know. I need to, I need to start doing, I need to use that community chat. I'm gonna start using that community chat, people, because that way, at least, like, if I can't do anything else, I can at least say something to y'all or send a message like, hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all week is well. What y'all on? This is where I'm at, or this is what's going on. Boop, boop, boop. I did all that complaining and moaning about not having community tab, and then I get it, and I posted like 2 things in there. Melloman, that's on you. Okay. I'm I'm gonna stop talking to myself. Um, I'm really talking with y'all. This is a conversation. So, um, y'all can expect today is Sunday. Sunday, what is this? Sunday, October. I got my phone right here, people. Today is Sunday, October 8th. Today is Sunday, October 8th. Guess when this video is coming out? Sunday, October 8th. And what we're going to do this Tuesday and this Thursday, you're going to get 2 sets of Iron Man. If you don't get 2 sets of Iron Man Tuesday and Thursday, if you don't get 2 sets of Iron Man Tuesday and Thursday, Friday, you're going to see a video. My consequence is going to be 200 push-ups. 200 push-ups within 30 minutes in 25 in 25 push-up increments. 25 push-up sets. Up to 200. So that's 8 sets for those of y'all that know y'all math. That's 8 sets of 25 in 30 minutes. You do the math on how that's going to work. Not well, but we're not going to worry about that because I'm getting those 2 episodes up. Iron Man will be there Tuesday and Thursday, people. That's what I want. That's all I wanted to say. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening to my little speech here. Naruto is something that's kind of passionate to me, people, or I'll say some of the themes and some of the messages in Naruto, they resonate with me, man. They correlate with me. And so this one zone rule thing is something that I mess with heavy. I'm going to try to see if I can incorporate it in some way. I know y'all are probably looking at like this man and it's like, bruh, that seems goofy. That's like, why would you do that? Like, you don't need that kind of motivation. Look, man, we just gonna do it and see where it takes us, people. See where it takes us. He broke down how it's a win-win situation. You really can't lose doing it. You really can't lose doing it, people. So we're gonna see what happens with it. I'm gonna give it a shot, and I'm gonna really get on having this stuff or having this the content and everything going, man. Because I've been meaning to. If y'all look back, like I said, man, I was sharp and on it early 20, I can't remember, 2018, 2019, maybe 20, I don't think I was in 2018. Maybe like 2019, 2020. That was like prime Melloman. Like I'm talking record, upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, consistently, solidly, faithfully there. Yes, granted, I didn't have as much that I had now, like had as much going on that I have now, but no excuses. All that is out the door. None of that matters. Get it done. Nah, but we just gonna get back to, we gonna get on it. We gonna get on it and make it happen. We gonna make it happen, in a comfortable way, to where we on it, and you know what I'm saying. I'll have those set of challenges to kind of like you said, bruh, to help you focus, to help focus in on it. I think that's been my thing is like lack of focus for real. It's been things have busied up, but I feel like if I really focus and hone in, I feel like I got it. And so that's pretty much it, people. I'm not gonna ramble no more. It's 30 minutes beyond 30 minutes. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for sticking around. Looking to do something special too. I know we're getting close to the that 100 subscriber mark. Like I said, man, it's crazy to even think I just even go get here. And plus, it's perfect too, people. Right now, I'm in a perfect spot. We're in a perfect. I'm gonna say that for the next video, but we're in a perfect spot because we're not too big. I don't need to be too big to where you know what I'm saying. I got like a spotlight on me, so you know what I'm saying. Like we got room to, we got room to move around and like, we can do things. So cool that it's going up, but like we're we're cool at the same time. If you get what I'm saying. All right, see, I'm not even making sense no more. Let me just get off of here. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all Tuesday, October 10th. Y'all see how I stated the date right there? Because that's when the Iron Man's gonna be up. Be there. I'll see y'all next time. Let me do the mic guy smile. How do you tilt his head?